Hey guys, it's Adrian here. I want to talk to you about something going into the final hour of trading here and just focus on how we managed to catch this big move lower today in the triple Qs. So without looking at anything else, let's go straight to the charts. So here you see it. This morning we had a pretty decent trend lower in the triple Qs right out of the gate. And I said to a few people, I'm going to go short this thing. And I'm looking to target a move all the way back down into yesterday's range. So where did that come from? I was looking at the fact that effectively this level right here gave us every reason to expect that we were going to have a possible repeat performance of this move lower and then possibly an extension down into the lower part of the range that may just capture this S2 pivot. So all the things were in place first thing in the morning that I thought needed to be there in order to set up a trade. So how did I do this? What did I plan on? So first off, let's take a look at the fib study. So you can go peak to trough of this first move. And what that gives me is a good indication of where there's going to be overlap between my fib retracement level, my anchored VWAPs, and volume by price. So what all of this stuff tells me is I've got a very high likelihood that if I get the move back up into this 382 fib retracement here, that this anchored VWAP and this anchored VWAP and this volume by price are all going to act in confluence to say that possibly we're going to get a reaction move lower from right in here, which was the spark that ignited yesterday's move lower into the closing bell. So with all these factors in place, what was my thinking in setting up this level as an entry and this level as a first exit? So what you see right here is that the move that I targeted is a 138.2% expansion of this move right here, first thing in the morning. So if you take here to here, and then you take here to here, that's the 382, the minus 382 fib level that you should be setting up in your trading software. Once price made it to this threshold, the couple of you that I talked to this morning about setting this trade up actually called me and said, is it time to take that stop loss, which was originally up here beyond the 618, right? If it's going to reverse, it's going to reverse and have to move through the 618 before we say there's a violation of the trend. So are we going to take that stop loss there and move it down to break even? And I said, no, we're not. And the reasoning for that was, there's really no reason here to say you're going to get out if price comes back up here, because what you really want to do is get in if price comes back up here for another wave to the downside. So if it gets back up to that major resistance that you sold short from, it would be a mistake to have your exit stop sitting there instead of another entry stop. When price hits your profit objective for the first time, place to move the stop at that point is up here. It's above the 618 retracement of the move that you're in. So this represents the move that you've captured, and this represents a retracement of that move where you would still expect to see a move back down again. And this level up here represents a potential trend reversal, and this is where you might want to say, I'm going to call it quit on the trades, or you might want to wait until it gets up above that pivot line and just close the whole thing out. But one way or another, the worst thing you can do is close out on a trade that retraces 50% of the distance to the profit objective, when in reality that point was your entry point on the first leg of the position. So always manage your stops by looking at what the heck makes sense. Don't just say, I want to move my stop to break even, or I want to lock in some profits. The place to lock in profits on this was here. This was the time to move the stop. Once we hit that profit objective, you move your stop down. Now you're into this level for a trailing profit objective. And once we get down to this level here, you want to trail your stop again. And this time, you want to trail it up here, just above that original target price. So what that does is gives the trade room to breathe. And you've built a position here that did get you out for that first leg of the profit objective, almost $2 per share, and then allowed you to capitalize on another $3 per share of short side price action. And what you're looking at right now is riding this trade into the close and booking a big winner. So there you have it. That is the logic behind what we did today with this trade. And the reason for the logic is all there. You just need to work your way through it. So in the last couple videos that I did them sort of earlier in the day, and a lot of you will go and move things around, and then afterwards you don't understand why I did what I did. So today I thought I'm going to give you the map after the fact and let you take a look at those execution indications on the chart so that you can see exactly where things happened, and then work you through what it is that you should be thinking as a trade's moving in your favor. Because what happens to a lot of us is that we start looking at, well, now I want to move the stop to break even because, God, I'm in the money on this. The last thing I want to do is lose money. If you haven't hit your target yet, you haven't let it play out. And once it does play out, you have to make the decision about the trend strength on the day, whether or not there's an extension that can be in place, what the logical extension is. Pull out your tools. I talked to somebody on the phone this morning and I said, if you're not using that toolbox, if you're just going through and trusting your gut, nothing's going to punch you in the gut quicker than your fear of losing money or than your desire of taking things off the table. All right? So there's the wrap up on this trade for the day. I hope this helps. I'll see you all tomorrow morning in the first hour trading pit. Hope you had a great day. Have a great day again tomorrow. Thanks.